Welcome to your tutorial on data analysis. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use your Python and the PyAutoGUI library to automate sending message on WhatsApp. Whether you want to send multiple messages to friends, for a business, or for personal projects, this is how to do it. Let's start. In order to hack our WhatsApp through Python pandas, we have to use a library called PyAutoGUI. Okay, now first thing first, we need to install it. Now to install it, we have to use our pip space install space PyAutoGUI. Okay, and we execute it. So this might take like 5 or 10 seconds depending on the internet you are using or system configuration. Okay? Okay, so now I've installed it. Now the next step now is to import the library. Now I've installed the PyAutoGUI, which is the library that gives us access to hack into WhatsApp. So now the installation is done. Now the next step is to import our library. So how do we do that? Now you go to import PyAutoGUI as PyAuto. Okay, so that's the first step. Now you execute it. Okay, so that is done. Now the next step is to write a message. Okay, a message we are sending through WhatsApp. Okay, a message we are automating through pandas to get to WhatsApp. So now we have to use PyAuto.write. Okay, so we give it an open bracket and then we give it a single quote and we type the message. So I'm going to use, hey, just checking on you. Okay, so the next step is to close the single quotes and close the brackets. Okay, so that is settled. Now the next stage now is to print. Okay, we need to print the message by pressing enter. So now you press enter and then we type it, which is PyAuto.press. Okay, and then open the bracket, give it a single quote, and then we press enter, close the single quote, and close the brackets. So that is done. Okay, now let's move to the next step. The next step, we need to have control over the message. Like how many times do we want to send the message? In order to do that, we need to use our for loop. Okay, now to do that, what we have to do is to move to the top, okay, and then we use for I in range. Okay, we give it a bracket, and then we give it 0, then 5. Then we close the bracket and give it a colon. Then we press enter. So what this means is the number of times I'm sending the message. Now you need to note that our indentation is very, very important. So we need to align that with our for loop. Okay, so, okay, now because you have to apply your indentation here, or else when you run the code, it gives you error. So that is settled. Now, the essence of using this loop is to give account to the number of times you are sending the message. How many times do you want the message to show? Is it 5 times or 10 times? But right now, I'm sending the message 5 times, okay? So that's what this means. Now, let's move to the next stage. Now, the next step, we have to import our time. Yes, we have to import our time. Why do we need time library? We need it because as soon as we hit on our range to loop, we need time to switch to our WhatsApp, and that's why we need the time library. Now, to achieve that, what we have to do is to move to the top here, and then we press enter, then we type import time. Okay, import time, which is very, very important. So now let's execute that. Okay, that is set to. Okay, now the next step now is to insert our time into our loop. Okay, so what this does is that it gives us the arrow. We are switching from the pandas to WhatsApp. Okay, so we come to the top and we give it enter. We'll move to the top and we'll type time.sleep. Okay, and we open a bracket, and okay, I want the message to switch to WhatsApp in the next 5 seconds. So I'm going to put 5, and then we close the bracket. What this means is that in the next 5 seconds, when I execute it, the message should appear in my WhatsApp. Okay, so now I'm going to do that. So let's execute it and see. Now I'm running it. Okay, now we have it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is how it works. So it takes like 5 seconds, and now we have all the message. So this is how it works. So this is how you hack your WhatsApp through Python Pandas. Thank you. Please kindly subscribe, like, and share for more videos. Thank you.